Hi everyone, in today's session we will talk about what essay is. We will explore the essay and particularly focus on certain objectives. Let me go ahead and share my screen so you will be able to see the presentation itself. And our objectives for today, first, we will identify the composition of an essay. We will also write claims, pieces of evidence of certain topics. Now let's take a look at this discussion. So what is an essay? An essay is an output. Well, most of us, especially when we are studying, our teachers, particularly our English teachers, would want us to write certain pieces of essay. And an essay is a piece of writing to express the author's ideas. So these ideas may vary depending on the topic that you were given. Sometimes it is about your experiences, it's about your observation, it's also about certain things like factual knowledge that needs to put into writing so that you will be able to inform your audience. You'll be able to, certain uses of certain purposes. Now, essay comes in various forms. So we have narrative, informative, persuasive, and opinion. So in our previous discussions, you were able to understand how to write paragraph, you know how to make a cohesive paragraph, particularly, and structure them all together. So paragraph is just a paragraph, but when we make multiple paragraph about a certain topic and put them together, then this will become an essay. Now let's take a look at the different forms of an essay. So elements of an essay, we have the introduction, okay? We have the thesis statement or the main idea. We also have the body paragraphs and the conclusion. Now, if you will ask me, sir, how many paragraphs are needed in an essay? Well, usually an essay should have at least three paragraphs. One paragraph should be for the introduction, one paragraph should be for the body as well as with the conclusion. But body paragraphs vary depending on the main idea or the thesis statement that you have. If you have many multiple supporting details, then you can have multiple paragraphs or body paragraphs so that it will support your main idea or your thesis statement in your essay. So introduction. So introduction is the opening section that introduces the topic and provides context. So it may be somehow catchy, it may be somehow mind-boggling. It can be a quotation, it can be a simple statement, it can just be a simple narrative or even an anecdote. So when we make an introduction, it should catch the reader's attention so that they will be hooked. Okay, they will be hooked and they will be able to continue reading until the end of your essay. Next is the thesis statement or the main idea. So your thesis statement or your main idea is your clear statement that outlines the main argument or the purpose of the essay. So in this part, okay, so this part rather is you presenting what is it about, okay? What is your main opinion regarding this specific topic that you're trying to discuss? What is your main argument? All right. So to present the purpose of this particular essay. So you have to be clear with your thesis statement, and then that thesis statement or main idea should be supported by the succeeding paragraphs. Next, we have the body paragraphs. So the body paragraphs, these are paragraphs that elaborate on the thesis, presenting evidence, examples, and even analysis. So it can have multiple paragraphs depending on the argument that you're trying to present, the supporting details. Remember when we wrote cohesive paragraphs in the past, so you have to put a topic and then you have to put your claim or your main opinion about the topic, and then you are to present three pieces of evidence. So your three pieces of evidence can be as well converted into certain paragraphs. So one paragraph for one specific piece of evidence, and then you will expound it there, and then another paragraph for another piece of evidence, and you will also expound, and so on. So you can have multiple body paragraphs to support your main idea. And the last paragraph should be your conclusion. So your conclusion is something that summarizes your key points, and mainly it will restate as well your thesis or your main argument, why you are um, probably encouraging, informing, or perhaps narrating it to your readers. So you have to make a good closing statement as well to uh, put your topic or your put your main idea or your main argument at goal. All right. You have to put it already like in the end of everything. So it closes everything. Conclusion is something that you have to make sure, all right, that it's clear. You summarize and then you restate the point and then that's it. So that ends your uh, essay. So again, your essays have multiple paragraphs. You have your introduction and you have your thesis statement or your main idea, then your supporting paragraphs, all right, or your body paragraphs, and then your conclusion. Now, there are several forms of an essay. So, sir, what kind of essay are we writing? There are several. And in the succeeding meetings, we will also discuss the different forms of essays in depth. Okay, but this is just like an overview of the several forms of essay, which mainly we will be covering in this period. So we have the different forms of essay. We have narrative, informative, persuasive, and opinion. So when we say it's a narrative essay tells a story or recount personal experiences. So remember a time that your teacher asked you, write an essay about your Christmas vacation, write an essay about your summer break. So that's an example of a narrative essay because you try to recall the happenings during this particular period of time. Tell me, tell me a moment that you were in senior high school. What's the best experiences you had when you were in senior high school and make an essay out of it. So that's a narrative essay because you're trying to recall or recount personal experiences. Next kind of essay is informative essay. So this essay aims to inform or educate the reader about a certain topic or a specific topic. Let's say I will ask you to make an essay about Pax Silica, AI Hub Pax Silica. So have to discuss in your essay what Pax Silica is, the AI Hub, or if I will ask you to write let's say about COVID-19 virus, just for example, write an essay about COVID-19 virus. So it's an informative essay because in this kind of essay, you will discuss what these topics are. You research about it, you put it into writing, and then you convert it into an essay form that has the complete structure. All right, so that's informative essay. Next form of essay is persuasive essay. So persuasive essay is a kind of essay that is convincing for readers to adopt a specific viewpoint or even take an action. So persuasive essay is also called as argumentative essay because you have to pick a side, whether you agree or you don't agree, and then you try to convince the reader why they should support your point of argument or perhaps why you want them to do something. Let's say, for example, one of the most debatable topics in the Philippines is when we are or when we want to approve same-sex marriage in our country. Let's take that an example, and then you have to pick a side. Okay, you have to think whether you are positive with that or negative with that idea, and then you try to support that with your pieces of evidence. So, what's your standpoint? Why should we allow it, or why should we not allow it? And what are the reasons why you're saying that? Okay, so and then at the end of the essay, you are to convince your audience or your readers that they have to support your argument. Or another kind of persuasive essay example would be cutting trees is devastating for our planet. So that's your main idea or your main thesis statement. Why it's devastating to the planet? What's happening with our planet? So you put that uh, in the supporting paragraphs. And then at the end of the essay, you have to encourage the readers now to plant more trees, um, do the 3 R's, the reuse, reduce, and recycle, and then not to support mining, etc., and so on. So that's persuasive essay. All right. And the last kind of essay is your opinion essay. So opinion essay just expressing your opinion or viewpoint about a certain topic. Okay. You're really not trying to convince people to support your opinion, but rather just to, point out point out what your opinion is. But of course, our opinion should also be anchored on certain facts. So it should be as well factual in terms of certain evidence that you will be presenting. Your opinion is not valid if whatever argument or whatever pieces of evidence that you're using are fake news. Okay? So again, don't I wanted to remove that in mind that you can just express whatever you want to express because that's your opinion. but your opinion should be grounded with facts. Okay? You're not supposed to resort to fake news, AI manipulation, etc. All right, just to prove your point. Because if you are presenting an opinion and it's based on fake news, then basically that's no longer an opinion anymore. You're trying to misinform people about what's happening. All right. So when we make an opinion essay, you just present whatever opinion is. You have to research, and then it can be as well debatable because again, this is an opinion essay. What's just your what drives out your point? Okay. You just have to you just have to present that. Okay, so again, these four forms of essays, we have narrative, informative, persuasive, and opinion. These are the things that we will dig deep into as we go along in the discussions this P2 or this midterm. Now, if you remember during our first period or P1, we had a reading comprehension strategy called the Freyer model. So from this lesson, moving forward, we will now be having the reading comprehension strategy. So this is uh, another reading comprehension strategy called the main idea and supporting details. So main idea and supporting details is the understanding that or when we understand how to do it, it will help us know what the text is about, and when we read it in a tree diagramming format. So, if you take a look at your content notes, well, your content notes is written in paragraphs. No, so we have to put it in a main idea and supporting details kind of form or a tree diagramming format so that it will be easier for you to understand it when, especially when you're reviewing. So let's take a look at this example. So in your content notes, you will see there the discussions regarding exploring essays as a beginner's guide, and it's written in paragraph form, but you have to look at the things that we put in here. So in the first paragraph, you have there the main idea is as an essay is an output. What makes it an output? Okay, so that's the main idea. What makes it an output? It's a piece of evidence that expresses the author's thoughts, ideas, or arguments on a specific topic. Another, it comes in various forms like narrative, informative, persuasive, and opinion. So that's the first one in there. So you can make one main idea for each paragraph. All right, because that's how it's supposed to. There should always be a main idea in each paragraph, and there should be as well supporting details to support that. In second paragraph, we have here essays have five key elements to focus when writing. That also is the main idea in paragraph number two. Then, what are these main elements in the which we have covered? So it should be found in the supporting details. We have introduction, thesis statement, body paragraphs, as well as with the conclusion. So when we make main ideas and supporting details, tree diagramming kind of reading comprehension strategy, it's like a way for us to easily remember things, easier for us to review because it's formatted this way. Okay, so in this lesson or lesson number 9, we're teaching you on how to make your main idea and supporting details. So in lesson 10, 11, and 12, you are to practice doing it as well on your own in your respective modules so that moving forward, when you review, whether it should be English or any other subject, especially when there are a lot of reading involved, then you can use main ideas and supporting details as your reading comprehension strategy. Okay. Now, as part of this discussion for this topic, you are to answer the skill building activity found on your module. You have to open that and then answers activities 1 and 2 on your module, and this will be submitted during your face-to-face class. So before we end, let's have the following frequently asked question. Can I create an essay in less than 3 paragraphs? No. An essay should be at least 3 paragraphs, introduction, body, and conclusion. Can essays be made for a specific audience? Yes, you can create essays depending on the people who you want to read your essay for. You have to identify your audience first. So if your audience would be more students, then write something which is understandable to your students' perspective. If your students or if your audience would be professionals, let's say your essay is intended for professional people, then the tone of your write-up, the word choice should also change depending on the people involved. If your essays are mainly students, especially little kids, then use the simplest form of words so that or simplest words so that your audience will be able to understand what your essay is. How will you know, or how will I know what kind of essay to make? You need to know your purpose first for you to know which kind of essay you will make. So let's say, for example, your teacher asks you for um, write an essay. Your teacher asks you to write an essay about something, let's say about love. And then you have to identify your purpose first. What do you want? Are you trying to are you trying to make your reader understand what love is? How is it composed, or how is it chemically created in our minds? So that's informative. Are you in or would you want to convince your reader to love at an early age, or perhaps at a later age? It's up to you. That's your persuasive. Would you want to share to your audience your experiences about love? That could be your narrative essay, okay? Or perhaps if you want to express your opinion how love is devastating, how it can ruin lives, then opinion essay. Okay, it can be as well narrative if you put examples, especially in your past experiences when you're brokenhearted. So it varies depending on your purpose. All right, you think, what do you want your readers to feel? What do you want to express to your audience? And then from there, once you decided what your purpose would be, then that's the time that you can craft or draft your essay. So that's it. Thank you very much for attending today's session. I will see you next meeting. Goodbye, everyone.